Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. I am Mage 1011 and today we are playing some more Final Fantasy XIV post Dawntrail side stories. Last time we left off we had done the Rising event 2025 as well as some of the raid series, and found out and run into this lady right here's sister when we had just left off. Today, we're gonna see what she has to say about it. Without further ado, let's get started. The Neoteric Witch. Yana wears a pensive expression. Trope, where have you been, and why have you come back now? I'm sorry, it's just I wasn't prepared to see my sister like that. It's a shame your big moment was spoiled, but now that the match has been decided, there's nothing for it but to prepare. As a former heavyweight fighter, Airtrope is more than a cut above everyone you've faced thus far. Even so, having seen how quickly you've climbed up the ranks to become champion, I reckon you're far from overmatched. As Naomi mentioned, Airtrope, or rather Wicked Thunder, harnesses the Levin Seed's soul and employs Electrope in battle. Her ring's a recreation of an imaginary city designed to allow her the full use of her powers. Her bouts are notoriously so dangerous that there isn't even seating for spectators. And while she's my sister, I'm your second. So you go out there, Mage, and you win this. Take a swig really quick, and let's queue up for light heavyweight M4. I was doing roulettes before this, but now... In the midst of your crowning ceremony, you are challenged by none other than the electrifying Wicked Thunder, Sister Tiana, and former heavyweight fighter of fame. The Ascension Arcadia presents President has authorized a special exhibition match for the thunderous clash, and now the realm waits with bated breath, wondering who will emerge victorious, the Unstoppables upstart or the Neoteric Witch. Let's join. Unlike last time, we actually have a short queue because apparently people like this fight. I've heard only the music from this fight, not seen anything about it, so let's get into it. And while we wait, we might as well... Let me show you why I downloaded this song. I'm gonna play the song in the background while we wait. Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna give you that little snippet because I'm not sure if I'll get copyrighted without playing it during the match. But in the meantime, let's head to the Unlost World and finish up our Mount quest. I mean, Aether Current quest, not Mount quest. So let's head on over here and see what Aether Current quests remain. Looks like the only ones that remain are in the lava area. One is right here. Again, quickly run through this. We're gonna be doing the Arcadium fights, as well as maybe some other fights, some other stuff while we wait. See, we need to go up this way. Let's go ahead and mount up. We got a reindeer friend that is... Hello, Etchy. You care to join me for the fourth fight of the Arcadian? Okay. In that case, I'll withdraw and wait for you. There we go. Aid the restless Malala. I'm just doing quests while I wait for the duty finder, or in this case, wait for Achi to hop on. Go ahead and jump over here. I think you're already on my friends list, right? What is your name in game? Key. Oh, okay. Well, the only J name I have on here is J. Nope, you're not on my friends list. But that can be easily remedied. Seems I've made a wrong turn. There we go. There's Ixion. There we go, now we've unlocked flight. There you are. Sent you a friend request as well. Do you perchance have a healer? Okay, let's head in. Less people to find. Anywho, let's head back to... No, I have some hunts. Some step. Okay. We're gonna go fly around the Asm Steppe and get some hunts done while we wait. Okay, hunts, B rank, Stormblood, Asm Steppe, there. Spawn locations opened. One spawn is over here. Looks like it didn't spawn there. Next spawn location is north. Nope, no spawn. Next is this way. Nope, didn't spawn there. Next is over here. Oh, hello. Just doing some hunts while we wait for the queue. Oh, there it is. Queue has popped. Now you guys get to hear my favorite song of all these raids. Which I have no context for the fight during this.
both magic and machina. She's a witch for a new age, the wondrous Wicked Thunder!
Neoterican Witch.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Dark unseen. Let's turn up the background.
There is no limit to Electrope's potential.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn.
Oh, look at that massive cannon. Her skills are as sharp as ever. A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Take this! If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings! Ha! A wickedly divine! They're back on their feet! What grit!
How's this?
Oh my!
Oh,
Challenger
wow.
went down hard.
Okay.
They're still in it! But for how long?
I'll erase
come try, but it will survive.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Be gone.
Oh. Yeah, I'm down. Oh.
How are you still standing? I cannot! I must not lose! Damn it. No choice but to withdraw.
In a shocking turn of events, Wicked Thunder has fled the ring! Our unstoppable upstart is victorious!
Light heavyweight tier complete.
It's all over. Until next time.
I am in dire need of gear. Yeah. Yana? You're safe, thank goodness. But for you to actually triumph, it seems you have the stuff to succeed even in the upper divisions. I was hoping to have a word with Etrope, but she's disappeared again. There's nothing else to do for now, so let's head back to the gym. It's all the way over there. Naomi will have watched the fight at home. I wonder what she thought of, well, everything. Come on, let's head inside. I'm relieved you're unharmed, Wolf Mage, but what a shock it was to see Airtrope again, and in that manner. What are you doing here? Well, no matter. I'm not here to fight you, but to talk to my sisters. Good, because we have a mountain of questions for you. Why did you disappear without word? What exactly have you been doing all this time? I'll explain everything in due course, but if you want to live, Yana, you need to give up fighting right now. What? Why? Because if you repeatedly transfigure your flesh with a feral soul, you'll eventually develop psychokinesis. It's an irreversible disease where your own soul degrades. Once it's begun, it's too late. All you can do is await death like me. This can't be true. I knew there were risks, but isn't that why you fighters were immortalized? So we can go get out before it was too late? Yana, have you ever met one of the immortalized? The life of comfort paradise promised at retirement is just a lie, woven to exploit us and cover up our deaths. But I remember them all. How could that be if they're dead? Rather than to a new home, the fighters are taken to a secure facility. There, the regulators are removed, and they are kept in confinement until they die. Without their regulators fitted, Everkeep system have no way of detecting their deaths, nor preserving their memories. I had noticed change in my body, and so decided to seek the counsel of the immortalized. And when I snuck into the president's office to ascertain their whereabouts, I discovered the sordid truth. I feared what would become of another victim if I remained, so I disappeared and began searching for a cure to the illness. Did you find one? In theory, the remedy is another person's soul, and an ordinary one wouldn't do. And no, it has to be surpassingly dense. Like yours, I bear you no ill will, but you're my only hope of survival. Rather than ambush you in the city and cause disturbance, I challenged you in the ring, certain I would claim my prize. I knew the president wouldn't pass by the opportunity for a thrilling match, but I had become weaker than I realized. That's the only reason we're having this conversation now. Next time, I will have your soul. Wait, Airtrope. Even if it's to save yourself, you can't just take the soul of another. It isn't right. That's easy for you to say. You don't live with the knowledge that every single moment your soul is being eaten away. Forgive my intrusion. I'd come to see how you were faring after your sister's sudden appearance, but I fear I've overheard something I most distressing. So you didn't know either, despite your position as Ascension Arcadian. Had I known, I assure you I would not commentate with such enthusiasm. It was in the belief that our fighters were safe that I enjoyed my work. There's only one thing to do. We make the truth public and stop the fights. I don't want anyone else to suffer. Oh no, that is the worst thing we could possibly do. The president shows no mercy to those who get in his way. Should we go public with his secret, no one would be safe. Not you or me or any of the fighters. That Airtrope has kept silent, I suspect, is because she understands this. I suppose you're right. In hindsight, it's because he's such a ruthless man that he could cover up the disease. I believe we have but one recourse. Wolfmage, you must rise to the very summit of the Arcadian and become the Grand Champion. You see, the Grand Champion is granted access to all the souls in our repository. While it wouldn't be the intended purpose of this privilege, you would be at liberty to release them. By thus getting rid of all the feral souls left, the fighters would no longer be at risk. With this skill you've displayed thus far, I have faith that you can do it. You can count on me. Sorry, I stopped to take a drink. Good, now it would garner suspicion if I lingered too long, so I shall take my leave. If you'll excuse me. As you recall, I can't fight in any matches for a while, and given what I know now, it's just as well, but I'll, of course, continue to support you as best I can. At the same time, Naomi and I'll undertake our own search for a cure for Psycho... Psychronius. There has to be a way to save our sister without sacrificing you, or anyone else, for that matter. To be honest, I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. I put on a brave face for Naomi's sake, but truth is, I'm terrified. I'm really glad to have you with us in this. This has become more than just a fighting competition, but for the sake of our goal, we'll have to go along with it. So come and find me here when it's time to begin with your cursor weight campaign. There's our new heavyweight lightweight champion. I've been most eager to talk to you, my friend. I believe a proper introduction is in order. My name is Gabriel. I'm a cartoonist. That is, a storyteller in the medium of art. Most of my works are inspired by the battles in the Arcadian, and I'd love nothing more than to chronicle the journey of the unstoppable upstart. I shall make myself available nearby for when you have a moment to share your tales. Gabriel's works are tremendously popular in Solution 9, and the fact that he wants to make a story about you is proof of your own popularity. You could do worse than to have a chat with him. And we are going to take the Quick Tongue materia. Pick on someone your own size. 1. Souls under siege. Yana's face lights up at the sight of you. Hey Wolf Mage, you're just the person I want to see. Cursor weight matches have yet to begin, but Naomi and I have made some breakthroughs in our research into Psychronius. Come inside. We'll tell you what we've learned. It's good to see you, Wolf Mage. As you may have heard, we've managed to dig up some leads regarding Psychronius. Before diving into details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair, after all. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister, Airtrope, challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a mean to cure her Psychronius. The illness appears to affect those who use feral souls in excessive degree, those such as Arcadian fighters. We learned that from Airtrope that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternative ways to cure Cycronius, and we finally have some news to share. It's all thanks to Naomi. Like Airtrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yana, don't give him the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core system for information on souls, you see. Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data Oblivion had acquired from organics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that the military was well aware of Cycronius, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the priestesses of the afflicted. This brings us to our next move. Now that we're privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose others' fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. It would be risky to alert them. Yes, very. That's why we came to you before taking action. As Metam warned us, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secret to those we have yet to fight, and caused their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting his crosshairs for as long as we can. That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested, as they're barred from fighting for a time. It wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. There's still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use feral souls, they bring themselves closer to Cycronius, including in a match against you. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness has done to Airtrope, it feels nothing less than personal. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honeybee. To Honey, despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. She's busy, as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Honey manages a balance between careers at once. I can't help but admire her. I was frightened at first when Oblivion found me, but when I actually met its members, they all turned out to be quite nice. And so what's this about then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. My stars, you're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regardless, our regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If we connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether or not signs are of there are signs of the disease. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no signs of degradation. Truly? Oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. You're fine too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadian well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yana was so eager to prove herself. She utilized souls numerous times when training. So when I examined her, we found that she's on the threshold of developing the disease. For mercy's sake, Yana, we're forbidding from training with feral souls, and knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the President doesn't want us to die too early. It'd be bad for entertainment. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadian anymore. Alright then, I'm retired. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazines covers and concert stages, I never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it is true. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead. Now, could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents. And you can be sure that I'll succeed, after all. I'm Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. Your life savers. Surely is something else, honey. Right, that leaves one other fighter I'd like to inform. The Brute Bomber, who you defeated to become light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in Solution Radius 911. Looks like this one's closer. Oops, I may have made a slight wrong turn. I always carry a personal terminal with me, so we can check for the illness when we arrive at the apartment. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. You're all so cute. I could eat you up. Why do they flock to you, only you? It's hardly fair. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your your woman. Rub salt in the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Come on, little ones, come to me. That man there's air troops, I mean, that's the champion of the cursor weight division. This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. The blazes are you doing here? You won't get your arse kicked. You want to get your arse kicked? Are you Wolf Mage? The unenhanced warrior, yes? The Howling Blade at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope we have a chance to meet in the ring soon. Pleasure's all mine. Lest you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents don't believe in using them. Yana and your Yana and your sister were raised with similar values, as I recall. Yana and your sister were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adopting Airtrope's um, instance. However, still use Regulator in battle, like every fighter, except you. Or, I didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprised that I revealed heal like him. Surprised that a rival heel like him and a beloved face like me would get along. Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to get rid of each other. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us, and got up to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of the Ascension Arcanian hadn't come and taken us in. Though isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believed it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence, but when he became the Brute Bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up. They don't need to know that. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadian, to the president. That we do. Well, you've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Till next time, Wolf Mage. So what do you want? There's something we need you to know. Lies. The president would never. I have the results of your examination. I'm afraid your soul has already shown signs of psychroneus. That's nonsense. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness, the early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadian means a lot to you, I know. It means a lot to me too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough, I won't listen any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. We've done what we could. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. That guy has it rough. I hope we can find a way to cure him. Now I think I know why he cheats. It's because of his illness. Trivia. There we go. It was difficult to tell Master Brute was his diagnosis. Not only Airtrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Airtrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from organics seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believed reinforcement of a disease of a dense soul could be an effective treatment, but this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour the ocean of data if I have to. For all her searching, Airtrope could only find the one cure. Still, nothing about her actions. Something about her actions doesn't seem right with me. The Airtrope I knew wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I couldn't help but feel she's still hiding something. Hello? Alright, I understand. That was Metam. Cursor weight matches are ready to begin. And he wants us to meet him at the green room. Then best of luck with your next match, Master Wolf Mage, and please be safe. Yep, someone's at my door, BRB. Okay, I have returned. They wanted me to put my clothes in the wash. And here he is at last. Now, party can begin. That's better. This drop room was beginning to begging for a touch of color. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. We're going to get down, you and I. Oh yes, we are. As you'll have assumed, they are your rivals in the cursor weight division, and I understand you're already acquainted with the champion. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with rousing combat, and make the very walls of the Arcadian shake with excitement. The fighters in this division are characters too, but there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, cursor weight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. Soul Under Siege complete. And I think this is where we're going to end the stream for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I hope you guys stop by again. Until next time, I've been Mage 1011. I'll see you guys then.